can tell, it has been a few hours. As per usual, I got back from work, and yeah, I'm here to review the end of Oak Street. I never really said what I was gonna watch today, and for some reason there were no posters at the cinema. But yeah, that's the film I'm reviewing today, the film that I just watched. As you could tell, I watched it on IMAX, and unfortunately, I knew a little too much about this film. I really wanted to go in blind, but I mean, there's some things you just can't avoid. Like either from trailers or from just social media posts or just a poster. I believe the poster just gives away a major thing about the movie, and I wish I didn't know that, but here we are. I knew about it, but I'm gonna try and keep it away from this video and from the thumbnail and from everything, but I believe you already know what this film is about. But all I'm gonna say is that it's about this family that lives in this street, and one night weird things start happening. I don't want to say too much, as I said, because I think it is interesting to discover what it is about. But even if you know what is happening, which it's given away in a trailer and in a poster, there are a few other things to discover. So yeah, it's still interesting. And since I'm on that, I'm just gonna get into my review. This film, I liked it, so right off the bat I liked it, but it wasn't as fulfilling as I wanted it to be. Right away, if I didn't know this was directed by David Robert Mitchell, I would say this was a Steven Spielberg film, because it really feels like a Spielberg film. I believe it's intentional, just because the whole vibe of the film relies a lot on nostalgia. It just really feels like the film is set in the 80s, and it really feels like a film that was filmed and made in the 80s. Like the way it is shot, the flow, the color grading, the music, everything just fits well and creates that 80s like feeling and look. So it is a cohesive film. Everything makes sense, and I think it's intentional, but really isn't David Robert Mitchell's style. I would say it's more similar to Under the Silver Lake in its look, but not really. Like, it really feels like a Steven Spielberg film. Not only the look of it, but also like sort of the theme is something that Steven Spielberg could have done. And I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but I would say this film is like a mix of Disclosure Day with The Last House, which I just watched, that just came out on Netflix, and Death of a Unicorn. Like, it is like all those three films together creates this film. I mean, I liked it. The story is really simple, and if you know what it is about, there's not a lot to discover. There are still a few things, and it feels like a safe film. Like, it's a crowd pleaser, it's a feel-good film, until it gets to the gore and to the horror bits, because I would still put this in a horror category, if not like it's a horror slash thriller. But there are graphic moments, and there were a few scenes that shocked me, I wasn't expecting. But even with those, the film played itself too safe. It's just a safe film. It just, yeah, it's not groundbreaking or anything. It has a simple story. And yeah, as I said, it's a feel good film. It's a film that, in a way, I would think a lot of people would like it, but at the same time, I don't know if people are going to like this as maybe he intended, as David Robert Mitchell intended. I don't know if people will really like this film. Um, like, having in mind that I liked Disclosure Day and the majority of people didn't like it, so I'm gonna predict this film will have the same effect on people. Like, I liked it, I actually gave it the same score, so I'm just gonna say it. Like, I give this film a 3.5 out of 5. I think, like, as I said, it's a competent film. Everything it does is good, like the cinematography, the music, the acting. I didn't even mention the acting. Like, the actors are really good. It stars Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor, and not just the both of them, but the kids, the actors that play their kids are really good as well. So everything just works. It's just a little bit lackluster. Like, it's entertaining, but it's not as surprising as I wanted it to be. I should also mention there's no post-credit scene, no mid-credit scene. It's just, it is what it is. Like, once the title cards start appearing, there's nothing else. And I don't know if it is worth watching on IMAX. I liked it on IMAX. Like, I always like to watch films not only at the cinema but on the biggest screen possible. But I don't think it's one of those that you have to watch on IMAX. I would say it would work just as good on a regular theater. But yeah, I would say if you just want something easy to watch and something that feels like a Spielberg film, I think that's something to have in mind. And something that's not super groundbreaking or anything. It's just a simple story that just works. I would go for it. I don't think people will hate this film, but I don't think people will love it either. Just like I did. I liked it. I think it's fine. It's one of the better films I've seen lately, I guess. But it's not groundbreaking or anything. It's fine. It's good, and yeah. If you have seen The End of Oak Street already, please tell me in the comments what you thought. Please tell me if you also agree that this feels like a Steven Spielberg film. And since we're on that, tell me what you thought of Disclosure Day, because I never really reviewed it and I never really talked about it. As I said, I liked it. I like it as much as this film. I think both have equal, like, they feel very similar, and I like them equally. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you thought of Disclosure Day as well as The End of Oak Street. And yeah, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and I'll see you in my next video.